What's up, Rufflings? We got another one, and my hair's crazy because I didn't think about that before I press record. So that's fun to see in the viewfinder. Okay, we are gonna look at some more unboxings, which typically doesn't happen this fast back to back. But I'm gonna try to guess all of this that are here today, mostly from this package because this Mania sent me some stuff that I don't know what's in here. Because in my video that if you guys saw on the main channel where I talked about the Notion and the MD4. I was like, hey, if you guys want me to do, I'm not going to cut away from myself. This knife is very dull, so very dangerous. But I was like, hey, if you guys want, I could do like a little Birdie or Die review of a bunch of discs, maybe all tour series, maybe all that blah, blah, blah. I don't really know. And they said, ooh, this Mania challenge. And then they sent a package to me, and I saw that there was a tracking link like the next day in my inbox. So that's going to be exciting. We'll definitely be getting that done because I want to do more Birdie or Die videos. And if they send me a bunch of discs to be able to do that, that'd be sweet. That being said, when I had initially done that other unboxing, the last video on my channel, which was like 3 days and 20 hours ago, according to YouTube, so about 4 days ago, which typically I'm not getting this many packages this frequently. I know sometimes it looks like that, but typically I'm like hoarding packages for like a week and a half, and then I do one big unboxing. But Infinite didn't have this disc because it had been sold out. And so I saw it got back in stock, and so I got some in my hands. And that is going to be the Anotha Gorgon, which is 10.6 -2.1 in Star and 10.6 -2.1 in Pro. I thought I'd seen it as -3.1 some places. So I've heard it's like very flippy, but I'm interested to review this. It honestly is a little like round and bluntish on this side. I don't really know what it's going to compare to. So I'll have to bring some discs out and compare it. I've heard it's a good disc, a good bomber. The bottom side kind of feels somewhat Roadrunner-y because it's a little rounded over. But yeah, I'm glad that I have both the plastics and they're both max weight, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm also excited to review it because I've seen everybody who's reviewed it has gotten decent views on it because people are really interested in this disc. So I'm excited for that because, you know, views are fun. And I'm a YouTuber, so a little bit of a sucker for the views, but this guy's pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. I imagine it's honestly gonna be a really, really good like elevation disc, like Denver, and then maybe even into the mountains. I'm probably gonna review it against my Tour Series Sphinxes because I've heard it's a little flippier, and my Halo Sphinxes are probably closer to like a -2, -2.51 disc, if flight numbers mean anything to you, which they do to me. But I'm a weirdo like that, so. Real quick, before we get into these, just some reviews that will be coming up. I got some questions about the Racer review that's going to be coming out. This is an interesting disc I borrowed from Joel after that Tour Series video. But it's like a very fast-feeling disc, so I'm probably going to be reviewing this against the Strive, as well as a Shrike, because from Anova, and a Pharaoh from Infinite, because the Pharaoh is a Destroyer-Shrike combo. I don't have a charger, but honestly, every charger came out too overstable, which is why they came out with the Racer, I think, in my opinion. Because they wanted the charger to be like that in-between of the Shrike and the Destroyer and go very far. And it just, all of them were very overstable, so they came out with this guy, the Racer. Or I guess it's still prototypes, like even on their factory site. So that'll be coming out relatively soon. Some other discs. Reviews that I'll have coming out relatively soon will be this pile. I'm going to be reviewing the General. Probably a little late to the party, but you know what? You're never too late to talk about the pricing of a disc. And I'm going to be reviewing this against a Halo Destroyer because it seems relatively comparable. I'm honestly not going to take out 12404 discs. I'll probably like bring one out to show, hey, this is not the same as other 12404 discs. But I've also remembered the Enforcer from DD. DD's flight numbers are a little interesting to me, just always. I don't quite get it. But a Venom. I don't have an AB Venom, but this is the disc that he would compare to this in the way that they throw them. Like Ricky would throw this for what AB would throw his Venom for. More of a control-y driver shot, not necessarily big distance shot, I don't think. Maybe Ricky does throw those with his Generals, but AB really likes his control drivers to be like these Venoms. So we'll review those three together, because I also haven't really, I guess I did a kind of a Venom review, but then we have a Strive and a Drive and a Grace and a Thrasher. Strive's actually probably not going to come out. I think I took this over here for the Racer, forgetting that I brought the other Strive over. So, essentially, who has the best FPO distance driver, and then conversely, who has the best distance driver for people who throw up to about 400 feet. And I think this all leads into me talking about the next package that we're going to be unboxing, because I actually bought that Captain's Thrasher and the grace for that. At the same time, I was doing that video where I played tags with my old bag, which I have to do that from last year now, which I'm actually super excited about. Okay. Oh my gosh, there are mosquitoes in my house right now. I was in the bathroom, and there was a mosquito that was on my hand when I was doom scrolling on my phone. But this one was a package that got sent in from Discraft, which I'm pretty sure. Yep. Got the packing list. 2 items in the box. Oh, nice. I really actually like what Discraft has been doing, like, for creators here. Not that I necessarily read these as much as I should, but they're sending out, like, this in the packages, which is probably to, like, the creators and to their team. So if any companies are watching this and they're, like, sending this out, sometimes you get information and the disc just gets sent out, and if there's something that you want people to talk about in their reviews, they might not. But you sending something like this is, like, that extra level that, like, it makes me want to talk more about it. And so, for instance, the Captain's Thrasher, which I haven't even touched yet, but it's an annual release that pays homage to incredible talent and leadership of Team Discraft co-captain Missy Gannon. So that's cool. So it seems like this is the first run, very similar to the Captain's Raptor, where you only had the first run was the Z, and then the ESP, and now the Jawbreaker Z Flex, and next year I'll have another one. So they're going to be releasing new runs of it every year, similar to that. It's an annual release. It's a retooled Thrasher, and it's designed for enhanced stability, allowing you to achieve impressive distances without sacrificing control. So I'm actually pretty pumped about that. The only Thrasher I've ever thrown is that 150-gram lightweight Thrasher that I have over there somewhere from that recycled video, which was super, super fun, but it's a very flippy disc. And the Thrasher does feel like it is a flippy disc. Like, in hand, it almost feels like an 11.5 speed. Like, it doesn't feel super fast. I know that they call it a 12 speed, but this is the Missy Gannon Tour Series, which I think is going to be very comparable to these, just because I looked at the plastic that was coming in, and it looked like a more ESP plastic, maybe like an ESP swirl. These look relatively similar, but it feels like this feels very flippy, and so it's likely a driver that will have a little too little control, because as you get higher in the speeds with it, you just lose some control. So if they did retool it to make it more overstable, that's great. The key features are enhanced stability, crafted to be more overstable, and resists turn while maintaining a reliable finish. I'm interested in the glide profile then. I'm interested if they kind of nerfed it into like an 11 speed distance kind of thing, or if they kept a lot of good glide, but just now you can like throw some touchy anti shots and stuff with it. Max distance, okay. With this new mold, the Captain's Thrasher boasts a domey profile and increased glide. I'm very excited about that. It ensures that your throws achieve max distance potential without prematurely dumping out. You don't want to prematurely dump. Remember that. Versatile performance. Don't prematurely dump and have a versatile performance. Discraft is giving us one over here. Whether you're looking for a dependable driver for windy conditions or a go-to disc for long controlled flights, the Captain's Thrasher has you covered. Celebrate the legacy and elevate your game. Experience a perfect blend of power, glide, reliability in every throw. So, let's check it out. We have 2 of these, and then we're going to play a guessing game with the Discmania box. But, yeah, these guys got the dome, which I love. I'm a dome guy. Pause. What is going on today? So this is the old Thrasher right here. Boop. There you go. This is the old Thrasher. You can see that. That's the profile. And this is the Captain's Thrasher. You can see a little bit of the DNA in there. So, yeah, it's actually a little... Yeah, it seems like they kept a lot of... Wow, this actually... It does look like a more overstable version of this disc. But it does look like this disc, but it looks more like a more overstable version, which is pretty cool. This is also maybe not ESP. It's definitely not ESP. Maybe it is. I don't know. This one seems like it's ESP. This one seems like it's like either the new titanium or... I don't know, but I do like that they say first run and then they call it modified overstable, and I really like these like Captain's logos. So this one, yeah, they feel slightly different because it's different plastics, but this is an ESP, and then I'm gonna guess this is either the new titanium or like a Z swirl or Z swirl metallic. But they're both max weight, I believe. 170, 172, 173, 174, and they feel like they're gonna be control drivers. Like, really good ones. I should watch AB's video on them before, just to get his opinion. Someone who throws the farthest ever. But I'm really excited to review them against this, because I think we'll throw this against this a little bit, and then we'll also take out the drive and the grace, because those are 2 other, like, FPO distance drivers that are made for control. The grace might have been one, like, the drive Paige worked with Discraft on. The Grace, I think, was a disc that Kristen just like loved and attached herself to, which also makes a lot of sense. But we'll see kind of which one's the best. I think this is going to be the most overstable out of all of them. Just in hand, it feels like it's going to be. This feels like it'll be more understable than the Drive and the Grace, but this feels like it'll be more overstable than both, which is interesting and would make sense because if you have this in your bag and then you go just like half step up to a Drive or a Grace and then you go another half step up, just take the full step and just have these two and work them on a little bit of angles. So really excited to review those. I don't know the order of these reviews as they'll be coming out. I just filmed something with Simon Lazat, Tour Series disc yesterday, which is either going to come out today or later. Those are the options, but I also have a lot of Banana Frost stuff coming up. That is kind of, it's like taking a little bit of backseat, obviously, because the main channel is obviously the most important, but I will be getting those up at some point and hopefully have them at least filmed before my baby gets here so that during August we can have that happen. But this disc, what I proposed to Discmania in that video was that they send out their Tour Series discs and I do a Birdie or Die style review, which if you guys don't know, it's a review where I will go to a course. It's less of a review and more of a challenge, where I take the discs and I can't see them beforehand. Like that's why it's not a big deal if I do this. And if there's 10 discs in here, 9 or 10, I'm gonna split them up between front and back 9. I have to birdie with that disc in order to save it. And if I don't save it, I have to give it away on the course before I leave. Or if I can't find it away at the course, like happened with that time lapse, which I finally did get rid of yesterday, which you'll see in that Simon video. But those, I'll have to give them away. So nice rambling way of doing that. I'm going to let you guys see the disc. Oh, wait. I'm going to turn this viewfinder around. So, viewfinder, gone. No, I can't see. I'm going to let you guys see the disc, and then I'm going to have to guess it just based on the feel. See if we can get it right. Okay. Looks like they did the 5-disc option. Oh, stop it. I need to take it out of the plastic. I'm not seeing it. Okay. This feels premium. Cosmic Fury 2. Let's go. Oh, yeah, that's good. That'll be a good one. So it looks like this will be a 9-hole video. Okay, this is a driver. Feels like probably Nordic Phenom 3. Oh, baby, 2 for 2. This is such a cool color combo, too. I thought DD3, and I just was thinking, is it the Tour Series ones? I know some Tour Series that are going to be coming out later that aren't out yet, but obviously those aren't going to be in here. Maybe they are. Let's see. Next one. Okay, this one feels like a fairway. It's either going to be a Skywalker, but I think probably... I've heard that the new LS Showstopper 2s are like the FDs, and those are more overstable than previous FDs, and this... I picked this out and I was like, oh, it feels domey, but it feels more stable than a typical FD. So I'm going to go Showstopper 2 final answer. Let's go. Oh, Glow Horizon FD. Interesting. I know there's going to be a really cool Glow Horizon disc coming out for a buddy of mine. Well, maybe they'd say that buddy, maybe not. We met and we chilled. But, next up. This feels like a 9 or 10 speed. My only guess is because it just came out, this would be the last Howl. But it feels a little gummy. Are you a PD, buddy? I think it's the last Howl. Oh, RIP. I wasn't 100% convinced it's the Vanguard. I honestly kind of forgot about this disc. Sorry, Discmania. But yeah, it's the Creator Series Color Glow Sea Line Vanguard, which I've heard is a flippy Vanguard. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Sick. I reviewed this one on Banana Frost, but never on the main channel. So last disc, I think. Yep, 5. So we'll do 9-hole video. And then probably just play out the rest of the 18 with them. This has got... Is this the last Howl? Or am I just being crazy? I'm trying to think of what has come out so far. It feels so stiff. Okay, yes, it is. Thank goodness. Okay. 4 for 5 is not bad there. And this is actually a really good lineup. I don't throw mids right now a lot, so I'm glad that there's no mids. I'll have to find a course to go and play with these with. And part of me wants to do that today. But I think we'll probably do it. I don't know. It might go up today. I'll probably film with it today. I don't really know. These are just like really fun and relatively simple videos for me to make, but they're like just a lot of fun. And sometimes as a creator, like you want those where it's like low, like thought power because it's like a series that you've created. like not a lot of brain power going into it, but like a lot of fun, like videos that I like making and that you guys like watching, which proved true. So Cosmic Fury 2, Last Howl, which is the Colt Montgomery Signature Series Swirly S-Line PD, which is a very stiff swirly plastic. This is the stiffest swirly plastic I've ever felt. It feels stiffer than like the Eagle like last Cloudbreakers, and I'm wondering if this means that he's moving on, or he maybe is moving on from a team that gets these discs. I don't really know, but the Last Howl is interesting because it could be the Lone Howl 4. Why is it the Last Howl? Maybe he's just choosing a different disc. I don't know. The Vanguard, I think this is a flippier Vanguard than other Vanguards. That's just what I've heard. And I've heard this is a more overstable FD. But the FD's just got that glide DNA in it that if it is a more overstable FD, this thing's going to go for a freaking mile. So, and it's, I think, my favorite stamp out of these right now. I do really love this stamp too, but I think this is my favorite stamp. And then, lastly, Nordic Phenom 3, which is the Horizon DD3. So instead of Cloudbreakers, this is actually interesting because this doesn't feel like the old Cloudbreakers. The old Cloudbreakers felt a little bit more Destroyer-like, a little bit retooled. This goes back to feeling a little more Rive-like, in my opinion, like a typical DD3. But the first Cloudbreaker that came out, the S-Line ones, that had the old, just like the eagle face with the beak right here, that's kind of where beaks go if you got a face. Those were very, like, straighter, but also felt more Rive-like. And then the really domey, overstable Horizon Cloudbreakers came out for Eagle last year, and those felt like Destroyers, like Calvin Destroyers. This goes back to feeling like it's probably going to be a little straighter. So, pumped. This will be filmed with very soon. And lots of videos and reviews and stuff coming out very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.